Do you feel the
Listening to me while so today I'm just giving you a bit of running updates, Modern Combat versus gameplay in the background. So we're just doing a bit of railway news, and yeah, let's have a look. So the first story that we've got today is that ScotRail's 385s face further delays as new windscreens are to be fitted. I think the Japanese manufacturer building 70 class 385 trains for ScotRail. These were due to enter traffic last year, but infrastructure delays prevented their mainline testing. Once that began, driver union asked if some modifications were needed to the windscreens, and that unless these were made unless they were made the drivers not to drive the unit. So apparently they just need new windscreens. So I don't know what's that all about. No data has been provided by either the manufacturer or the operator, but all we know is that the ScotRail 385s have been delayed into service. There's reckoned to be 7,187 new coaches by 2021, but up to 3,934 for scrap. Some are only 3 years old. The RDG 6th Annual Long-Term Passenger Rolling Stock Strategy has published on March 22nd that number of fleets will be withdrawn as new trains are delivered. Some 2,000 vehicles, 2,400 vehicles due to be withdrawn, and more, some of them 30 years old. The future of these remain uncertain, although RDG predicts that some of them will be scrapped. Next news is going about the new Kenilworth railway station, which is entering into service. Local rail campaigner Fraser Hitty has among that many are supporters of the scheme to reopen Kenilworth, but has been frustrated by the succession of postponements and lack of transparency about the reasons why. He offers his personal insights into the problem. As a result of £11.3 million funding partnership struck by Warwickshire County Council WCC, Coventry and Warwickshire Local Enterprise Partnership and the Department of Transport's new station fund in 2013, Kenilworth is on the brink of having a station again. But as a long-time resident of the town, somebody has viewed the story of a woe calamity of that does not bode well for future of the similar local authority-sponsored railship schemes. Oh, I guess it's in first person, so it's made by someone. I don't live in Kenilworth, by the way. Right. Where's the next one? So the next one is about the Class 37s on the Cumbrian coast. Council is angry about them being unreliable and unpopular. So a CD leader at Barrow Borough Council has blasted the unreliable Class 37-4 diesel locomotives that operate a limited number of passenger services on the Cumbrian coast for diminishing the line appeals for commuters. Speaking exclusively to Rail, yes, I get my news off Rail, Brendan Sweeney, Vice Chair of the Barrow Borough Council, said the 37s, which have been operated for Northern by DRS, along with a rake of Mark II coaches, and driving brake standard open DBOSO since 2015, owing to late cascades of DMUs from other parts of the country, have been a disaster. I feel like that's not right. I the 37s. I've just never ridden on one. Because I think they were alright. And last story of all before I move on to something is about Toton's future in Nottingham. Toton in South Nottingham. That's meant to be a HS2 hub. It's secured for now. DB Cargo says the immediate future of its Toton depot has been secured and that neither it nor adjacent yards need to be demolished to make way for HS2. This body suggests that the site would have had to make way for the controversial high-speed line. The operator itself has previously hinted this possibility last year. So I've just moved on to my rail news, but next thing I want to tell you is what is going on between me and AB Trains. So you may have seen lately that me and him have had some beef lately, and personally I just wanted to do it as a bit of a joke, bit of a banter and all that, but then you might just see his idiotic friends coming along and say, "It's not funny," and then they start crying their eyes out on the channel. So lately, what I've tried to do, I've tried to sort it out with him, but then he just had a bit of a hump, saying, "Oh, you should have thought about that." Well, it's like it's not my fault. I didn't know you was going to throw and cry and have a tantrum about all of this screen recorder crap. I mean, like if you're just going to know it's going to be screen recorder, I mean, if you knew about this, you could have told me that we could have stopped this earlier. But if you're just going to make yourself like cry all over about it, then it's not going to be funny. I don't know what to say. So if you're just going to just get angry over it, it's just going to make it more worse. If you talk to me in a nice tone, I would have actually happily stopped this joke. Because at the minute, Fame Shitposts, that guy, is starting to make videos of you now. And I'm like, well, why don't we just end it? So yeah, I mean, we can have a talk about this. So that's all of it for now. So yeah, that's me, Rocket Strains out. So yeah, see you in the next video. I need a drink.